Okay, so let's talk about Chainsaw Man, chapter 34, titled All Members Assemble. Now, before we jump into this chapter, let me start by saying, yes, there was no video or a chapter last week. Apparently, it was just one of those times when Shonen just takes a break, so there was no One Piece, there was no Shonen, there was no Black Clover, there was no My Hero Academia, there was no Chainsaw Man. Because there was no chapter, I was planning on doing a review or reaction to the first chapter of Devilman, the other manga released by Fujimoto, but it was a long chapter and it was a long video, so instead of editing it, I just didn't do it. But this chapter is out, so we can go over it. But before we start with this chapter, we have to talk about what happened last chapter. So in chapter 33 of Chainsaw Man, nothing too extreme happened, unlike this chapter. But last chapter, just the calm and cool fact that Makima's a badass was brought up again. Makima went to go see the head of the Yakuza, who's been dealing with us since chapter 1 of Chainsaw Man. She went over there and was like, cool, give me some names. And they're like, we'll give you some names. We're not going to give you everyone's name. But she was like, cool, here's a bag full of eyeballs of all your family and friends and loved ones. Now give me all the names. So yeah, you just calm, cool, collected Makima saying, don't fuck with. So that was last chapter, prepping us for this chapter. And this chapter, we open up finding the master, the guy that's been training Power and Denji, talking to some police officers and the head of the anti-devil 2nd Division. So Aki and everyone is part of the 4th Division. The head of the 2nd Division is out here with the police talking to the master, who we actually find his name. His name is Kishibe. And it's cool because he's apparently leading the forces, well, not leading, he's head of the forces of the 4th Division for this mission. Makima must still be out with the other people, so they're starting off with him leading. His name is Kishibe. And he's telling the 2nd Division and the police officers that they're not going inside. They're just to maintain the exits on the ground level and the entrance and exit of the basement level, the garage level of this building. And he's like, the 4th Division is gonna go in and handle everything. Before everything starts off, let me give you some information about the 4th Division. He tells them that the 4th Division is mainly made up of non-humans, like Denji and Power. Denji being I'm gonna call a Devilman, and Power being Fiend. Before we go any further, I want to talk about the difference between Devilman and Fiends, because with the different translations from Japanese to English with Manga Stream and Viz Media, there is some confusion with it within the fan base of Chainsaw Man. So this is still basically fan hearsay, but this is basically what people take as the truth when it comes to the different naming of the different devil types in the story. So first we'll talk about Devilmen. Devilmen are what Denji is and what the sword guy is. The people that somehow bonded with a devil, but kept their sanity and kept their soul, what you could call a soul, in them. Whereas creatures like Power are fiends. Fiends are devils that have taken over dead bodies of humans. So the difference is that mainly Devilmen are hybrid demons, where demons and humans work together to some type of goal, as in demons take over a human's body and work with the human, whereas fiends, demons just completely kill a human or find a dead body to take control of so that they can have a better physical form if they were something like a weaker demon or devil. My bad. That also adds on that there are regular devils, and then those devils can make contracts with humans. We're gonna need to know all this because we get introduced to some new devils and fiends and devilmen in this chapter. So let's continue. First off, we get introduced to the Shark Fiend. Now, Manga Stream uses Devilman for fiends because that's how they started with it and they haven't changed it, but he should be a fiend. He should be a human corpse that a devil took over. Now, this guy is pretty kind of cool because with his powers, he can swim through land, buildings, ceilings, almost anything. He can just swim through it all. And as he comes out of a wall in this chapter, he bites off a zombie's head because that's the main force of the enemies. It's mainly a big open room full of zombies that need to be killed, and then there's some of the gunmen that are running around trying to pick off the 4th Division. So our first introduction is the Shark Devil. And Kishibe continues saying that the Shark Fiend can only take the full form of his devil for a short period of time. As we can see, I'm guessing that means he can only fully turn into a shark or turn a majority of his body into a shark for a short period of time, because we see him just on top of one zombie as he chomps off the head of another zombie. The next one we see is the Devil of Violence. Now, this guy is also a fiend, so he is a devil that took over the corpse of a human. Now, this guy is really cool. He has one of those plague masks from the Black Plague mixed with one of those World War II gas masks, because as Kishibe is telling these guys at the beginning, continuing as the chapter's going on, he says that devil men or fiends are usually weaker once they take over a human corpse. They're not as strong as they are in a devil form. But this guy, being the devil of violence, was extremely strong as a devil, and when he became a fiend, he was still ridiculously strong. That's why devil hunters have this mask for him, which continuously floods his face with poison so that he is a little weak, which is crazy because he still does a high kick and kicks a zombie's head straight off like it's nothing. And there's some panels later on where he's just basically chilling, killing these zombies. So yeah, I kind of want to see him remove the mask, but also I'm like, it's really interesting because with these new characters, like, okay, he's strong, but what can he do against Denji? And I can't wait to see that. Hopefully something happens. As this is all going on, we then get introduced to our next devil, our first actual full devil. We get introduced to Spider Devil. Now, she regularly looks like a normal woman. She has a blouse, a dress, and long black hair. The only difference is that she has what looks like a zipper down her face. Now, she doesn't do anything with the zipper as far as we can tell in this chapter, but the next thing we know is that she's growing 8 legs out of her skirt and is just impaling these zombies with spiked legs. And it's honestly disturbing. A good type of disturbing, but still disturbing. I like it. And Kishibe continues to say that the Spider Devil usually isn't that violent towards humans, but don't forget, it is a devil. It will kill you in the drop of a hat, no matter what. And then we get introduced to a new devil, the Angel Devil, which is pretty interesting. I can't really tell if it's a male or female. I think it's a female, but it is wearing a suit like the rest of the devil hunters, and it has a halo and angel wings. It's interesting because a zombie's head got flung at its feet and it picked it up and took a bite out of its head. But Kishibe says it's not violent towards humans at all. The only problem is that if it touches a human, it absorbs its lifespan, which makes me wonder, like, why are people afraid of angels? Because for devils to get the powers of devils be formed, they are formed from the general fear of something, like chainsaws, like ghosts, like Aki's devil, curses, and all this other stuff. So like, I didn't know there was a fear of angels. But I like its design. It's pretty cool, the halo above in the wing. And the fact that it absorbs your lifespan is pretty cool. Why know what I think about when I hear someone say absorb lifespan? I think about Aki, with the fact that he only has 2 years left to live. And lo and behold, the next thing we see is Aki with a regular sword, not his nail, which enforced the curse of his cursed devil. A regular sword chopping away at a whole bunch of devils. People were saying that Aki wasn't going to be able to hold his own with these devils in like the 4th division, but like, he's doing pretty alright. And we have a cool little interaction between Aki and the Angel Devil. The Angel Devil got a little blood on its shoes, so it asks Aki for a handkerchief. And Aki, after like finishing off another corner of zombies, just looks at it and outreaches his hand with the napkin in it. And like, this scene, like, I need someone to color this because it looks amazing. It looks badass. And the angel comments like, oh wow, that's interesting. Normally people don't get close to me in case I steal the lifespan. Now Aki's just like calm and collected and is like, oh, I thought it would be cool since we weren't gonna physically just touch cloth. And it's like, I don't know if Aki has gotten like ballsier since his last interaction with a devil, but like, he's just really chill. What Aki doesn't see, even though he made a contract with the future devil, is that a gunman is around the corner and pops out and tries to take shots at them. Luckily for him, the angel devil is there and shields them both with its wing, and it simply just says ow, even though it looks like there's no damage at all to the devil itself. Then Aki just runs up to him and knocks him out. He doesn't cut him, he just knocks him out for, I'm guessing, to interrogate them, the actual humans, later. So he knocks him out, takes his gun, and tells the Angel Devil to take him outside to the police as Aki continues deeper into the building, which is great because the next thing we see is Aki interacting with Sawatari, the girl that ended up being basically the main cause of death for Himeno. And as they meet, Sawatari releases her Snake Devil, so we think. Before anything happens, her nose starts to bleed, and the Snake Devil doesn't form, but Himeno's Ghost Devil does. And the look on Aki's face is crazy because he's just curses her out, and Sawatari just has a blank look on his face and says, "Ghost, kill him." And it's like, what happened? Some people are theorizing that the Snake Devil has the ability to steal the devil of anything it eats for a short period of time. Other people think that since Sawatari is supposed to be the middleman between the Gun Devil and other humans and other Yakuza members, that maybe once Sawatari's Snake Devil eats another devil, somehow, some way they communicate and they convince the devil to join sides with them. Since the Gun Devil is so strong, so many other devils want to have a piece of it to consume so that they can get stronger. So maybe they thought, oh, they joined the better team. But we don't know because that's in the chapter. It was a really cool chapter. Really, it's a worthwhile wait from an extra week and an extra day because apparently there was a tsunami and there was a flood season at hand. So we had to wait another day in case something like that happened. But yeah, it was a pretty good chapter. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. This was a great chapter. If you have any comments, questions, or just want to talk about anything, you can leave that down in the description. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a dislike if you disliked the video. That's all. Peace.